This tiny YouTube channel is making $40,000 a month. Why? He understands that not all content and views are equal. Let's cook. So this might be a pretty controversial statement, but aiming for views is retarded in most cases. Don't get me wrong. Now, what you should do, make a money printer, YouTube money printer. Let's cook here. I've gone viral before with channels like Jenny Hoyos, Financial Wolf, myself, SaaS Startup, and I have 2 channels that I did entertainment on. I've done entertainment for years. I still make entertainment videos. It's a lot of fun, and you can get a lot of views. You can inspire people. You can entertain people, which is a form of value, but you're not really solving problems, which I'm going to get into. This is my old channel. This is my new one. And now I run this other channel called Tropic Social, the one you're watching right now. And this one only has 74 subscribers. It doesn't have thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers like Jenny, or hundreds of thousands of subscribers like Wolf. It's got only a few, and granted, we are in the first 3 weeks of this channel, so that makes sense. But the goal for this channel is not to get a YouTube plaque. The goal is to make money, and that's what I've done with clients like Joel Kaplan, which I will get into in a second. But entertainment videos, they're not really it if you want to make money on YouTube. Now, I do both because I enjoy it. I enjoy making these entertainment videos. They're a lot of fun to make. There's a lot of people that like watching me build a business, make money or lose money, do day trading and all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you're trying to start a personal brand, I wouldn't make entertainment videos. Based on my experience and other people's experience, making entertainment videos is very hard. It's not like you get good at that overnight. There's some people that I worked with and kind of became friends with a couple years ago in the YouTube community, and we all kind of grew together and learned YouTube, and only a couple of us really got it. They kind of made the X factor and actually got views. The difference was some people really applied it, and some people it clicked, some people it didn't, and some of those people, they still made good content. It's not like it was bad. The only issue is the margin for error with entertainment content is very, very slim. You have to have a great story. First of all, you have to have a great idea. Then that idea has to have a great angle, which means that it has to be packaged well, so the packaging is good, which is the title and thumbnail. Then you have to have a decent storyline, which would include the scripting, or kind of just the pre-planning, because entertainment videos, some of them are scripted, some of them are not. So you have good scripting, you have pretty good editing. You're not just gonna be, it's not gonna be Sam Sulek raw style, you're grabbing your phone. You're gonna need really good editing. Trust me, I put in 30, 40 hours in a lot of my edits, sometimes even 50. It takes a lot. You have to really, really know what you're doing with entertainment videos, and you have to be near perfect. With some of your stuff, you cannot waste seconds. You have to be very, very good. Every 10 seconds, you need something to drive the story forward. So on the other side of the coin is educational content, which, by the way, only 3% of content out there on YouTube and on Instagram and on all social media platforms is 3%. That's it, 3%. So I don't want to hear anything it's too saturated, there's this, there's that. Sure, your niche might be saturated. Create your own niche. I'm in the personal branding niche, but am I really? Because I created the value influencing. You have Eddie Cumberbatch, who I did a breakdown on. He created his own business model called growth operating. That was not a thing more than 8 months ago. He made that his own thing, and you can do that too for whatever you're doing. If you're sewing, you can name your technique some special sewing thing. I have no clue anything about that, but you can come up with something to literally make the blue ocean, if you've ever read that book. And it's educational content, solves problems. So you're helping people, but that's the point. Educational. You're doing more than college, by the way. I'm sorry, I was watching a video about people and being in college, so solve problems, provides a lot of value, and you're helping people. So you're helping/transforming, right? Because they want to get that transformation that you got. For me, it was helping channels like Joel Kaplan make a lot more money from their personal brand, from their YouTube content, and also from myself. But for you, it might be for people losing weight. It might be for becoming a better sewer and making jackets. I don't know. It depends on what you're at. It could be helping golfers hit their driver 50 yards farther. It really just depends. So educational content, it wins, right? Do you want to be clouded? Do you want to be Mr. Beast? Do you want to be Ryan Trahan? Or would you rather get the money in the bag? And would you be the go-to figure in your space? Authority. If you take over a certain space on YouTube. For example, e-com copywriting. If you just take over and you become the #1 like drop shipping or e-commerce copywriter, you have a lot of authority for those people. Everybody's gonna look to you in that space. And the thing is, even being the leader in that space, now you're automatically qualified to be somewhat of a leader in just the general copywriting space. Not like a big time guy, but because you're a leader here, you have a little bit of pull, kind of just like in the copywriting space as a whole. You can get more connections, you can expand into a broader niche, but niching down a lot, I hate that term because it's very cliche. It's annoying, but the problem is it works. It really does. If you stick to making videos for your target avatar, making them the right way, stuff works. So by the way, we're making long form content here, not short form. You can make short form content. You can use that to drive the long form, but honestly, it's kind of a waste of time. It really is. Like, you can do it if you have time and you have money to blow on editors and stuff, that's fine. But really, long form is what you should be focused on. That's where the money's made, because that's where the people are going to spend the most time with you, which, of course, get that authority, and you get that like, that trust, and that respect, which builds up that authority. Very, very simple. So we're not talking 2-minute videos here. We're talking 10 plus minutes. That's what I like to aim for. 15, 20, 30. Within these educational videos, it's a lot of value, it's a lot of sauce, and it's a lot of problem solving. That's what people are there for on these videos. And yeah, I can get 100K views on an entertainment video. That's great. But do I really get anything out of it besides a couple $100 in AdSense? Not really. Right? If you had 1,000 people that were dedicated, they are returning, and they're your ICP, your ideal customer profile, or just what I like to call target audience, very plainly, and with no views. No views meaning like a couple hundred, a couple thousand views, or 1K people. And yeah, I think I would go with this one. I've been in both scenarios, guys, and I'm gonna take this one. So views are not bad though. Don't get me wrong, because you need attention. Without attention, you can't really sell anything, right? If you think about it in terms of ads, you pay money for attention. Money is just an exchange for attention. That's really what it is. It's an exchange for time and attention. So views are not bad. They're just not equal, right? And what I mean by that is, if you're getting views from people that are in a third world country, they're working at McDonald's, and they're kids, not the best people to be watching your videos. So those views that you can get, the 100,000 people here, you're getting a lot more of those kind of people instead of the 1K people that you like, that are returning, they're dedicated, and they're part of your target audience, whatever it might be. Now, maybe your target audience includes somebody inside of working at McDonald's and being poor. Hopefully not, but there always is that scenario. So, with Mr. Beast, he's going to get a lot of those kind of people, but that's why we're not doing that. So for example, here with Joel Kaplan, why did he get 300,000 views, 200,000 views on his videos when I worked with him? Which, by the way, we took him from 500K, 150K in ad spend, to 750K revenue, 10K in ad spend. That was last year. Now he's dialed down from content and all that. So this begs the question, well, two questions actually. How do we get these views? Number one. Number two, what does this have to do with what I was just saying? And first of all, well, these people, they're beginners. A lot of them, and I know I spelled that wrong. A lot of them are beginners. And the issue with that is you're going to get some of those lower ticket people, so to speak. And the issue is when you want to sell high ticket, you're selling an 8 to 10K product, it's gonna be tough. So you're gonna use some payment plans to get some people in there. There are some wild stories of people being on payment plans, but that's what you're gonna have to do. And that's what happens when you attract beginners. Because if you just went for the high end people here in the SMA space, yeah, you could 8 to 10K would be no problem for people, but your entire content would change. For what the offer was and what we were working with, we had to kind of appeal to beginners and then nurture them a lot. Now, a lot of Joel's videos were very long, so it was pretty easy to do in that sense. And by the way, these videos, 36 minutes, 231, these were Zoom calls. These were not us, sitting down, talking head videos, filming Joel. It was a lot of Zoom calls. There were videos where we filmed them, doing talking head. We did some broader videos, that kind of stuff. But a lot of this stuff, and these two videos specifically, were like Zoom calls. And so this one was like just a problem-solving one. How to get SMA appointments. That's the number one thing people need in SMA. And that's why that did really well. And then same thing as Only SMA Guide. Great thumbnail. I'm going to touch on that in a second. What you have to understand is how niches kind of work here. And like I said, with the whole, we could have niched down even more and made content for people to where 8 to 10K was no problem. The thing is, we were in money. We were in business, these are the two. Well, it starts at money. That's the biggest niche. Then you go to business. Then you go to make money online. Then you go to SMA. And that's where we were kind of at. You can niche down within SMA and go to a niche SMA. Right, that is a possibility, but you're not going to get many views at all. And for what we were going for, we needed views for beginners. And that's why it did so well. Like, the SMA space is not like super tiny. Other spaces are. Copywriting is smaller. And if you want to niche down farther, you could do copy for agency, you could do copy for YouTube, copy for email specifically. Email is kind of like the general thing, but you know, copywriting encompasses a lot of stuff. So where exactly is are you going to go? So that's just something to keep in mind. Like I said, the niche down thing is very cliche. It's annoying, but it is true. So that can get you. That can really get you started. Niching down and dominating a niche, taking over, that can really get you started and maybe getting you into a bigger niche like SMA. Become a smaller, then you go bigger. Now SMA is a small enough niche where like you can still pull views even without going smaller. But yeah, moving on, you want to make bad videos. It's crazy, but you want to do it the right way. Let me explain. Because I'm a perfectionist, and when it comes to videos, making entertainment videos, it's tough sometimes making these videos where there's no editing, right? It's very, very minimal. It's very, very basic. And the thing is, this is Hayden Bunn, the guy we looked at the top of the screen here, right up here, Hayden Bunn. And these videos, by like a entertainment video standpoint and viewer, would be terrible. You click on it, and it's 46 minutes long. It's somebody yapping, right? It's the same thing I'm doing in these videos. The reason why these videos are good and they're great is there's a lot of value in them, and it appeals to the viewer. These videos from the outside with the packaging look terrible. 2 years ago, you showed me this video, I would have been like, how are they even getting any views? But it makes sense because Hayden and other people in other niches have built up an audience, and now they can kind of get pushed to similar people. And that's not very small, right? The cap is very, very small, especially for this kind of niche. She runs a similar offer to me, kind of in the personal brand-ish space. Personal brands, not that big. We're not looking at a whole lot of views on this channel. There's a reason why personal brands are only going to get so big, at least right now on YouTube. Like, there's not a lot of interest in that. So, but the people that are interested, while you're here and you're watching this video, and now you don't really care that I'm doing all these crazy edits. You care about the value that I'm providing. So it's the same thing with Hayden. It's the same thing for KJ Rainey. Does the same thing with copywriting. And you'll notice in these thumbnails, I really like KJ's thumbnails. I kind of based mine off of that. And what you'll see is generate 1,000 plus leads. How I generate 1,000 leads for my clients. Yeah, that can appeal to some people, in those third world countries, they wouldn't really fit the bill of McDonald's, but it'll appeal to the copywriters. You're not going to get kids unless they're, a teenager and they're an entrepreneur teenager, then sure. But in general, you're not going to get, 10-year-old kids that are watching Mr. Beast videos. So great, we're not getting that. That's not going to appeal to them. We're generally not going to get anybody else. The only people that are going to want to watch this is copywriters. Right? Like, you go to 99% of people in the street, they're not going to want to watch this. They don't even know what the heck you're talking about. They have no clue. So making very specific videos, solving specific problems is huge. So how I generate leads, people really want to know that. As we saw in the SMA space, that was huge. SMA, like appointments is similar to leads, similar-ish. So it's a very big thing. You need leads to create business, right? And for copywriters, that's huge. So for Hayden and his videos, we're looking at 20, 40, 12-minute videos. And, these videos by entertainment standards, if you looked at, like I said, 2 years ago, I would think these are terrible. But now I understand that this is actually good content. You can kind of see it's just when it's clear what's going on here. There's going to be a whiteboard, and it's how to create winning YouTube videos. It's very simple, very basic, but I know what's going to happen. I have proper expectations going into this video, especially in this one. YouTube school equals money. That's simple. How I made 40K in 30 days. And he did this by winning the school games, by the way, so it's pretty crazy. But YouTube sales funnel. Now I know the viral videos, making them millions. What is it? It's a YouTube sales funnel. I know exactly what to get. I know I'm going to get that kind of look. So that's why a lot of these videos are doing well. These types of thumbnails where it's people on Loom videos, like KJ here, he's literally just recording a Loom video. It's setting the proper expectations heading into that video. It's with copywriting. You're seeing KJ, it's a Loom video. You're getting a lot of value. You know what you're going to get. Now, this is bad but it's good, right? You see, generate 1,000 leads. It's very, very simple. Things are simplified. I was looking at a channel earlier today, and somebody wanted me to audit their channel, and it was like, these thumbnails, man, they were just bright, they were colorful. It's like, these are just not going to appeal to the right people, right? Once you have your target audience avatar dialed in, you don't need to make, Mr. Beast's colors. You don't need it. Let me move my hat up, but you just don't. And to add on to that, CTR doesn't matter. The videos I'm getting on my channel right now, I'll let you know, we're looking at 3% CTR. In entertainment standards, this is terrible. Unless you're getting, hundreds of thousands of impressions, that's when you can start to see this. You really want to get 10 to 15 early on. I mean, it depends on your niche. And even in the entertainment niche, right? Even you talk about like documentaries and stuff, those can usually get higher CTRs. It definitely varies. But for me, in like dropshipping videos and finance entertainment videos that I've done, I'd always aim for 10%. If I wasn't getting that, my video would flop. That was a couple years ago on my whole channel. And now 3% is fine because YouTube's pushing this to a lot of different people, trying to lock in on the perfect audience, right? Those people that, like, if you actually got like a 10-year-old kid to watch your video, I gotta be careful with what I say here, or if you get somebody from another country watching your videos, that probably a third world country, you don't really want them watching your videos, right? They're not gonna watch that much of it. And the thing is, YouTube's going to see that. They're going to see that people from the US are getting a lot of value from this. They're giving you positive, or they're giving the algorithm positive signals. They're watching a lot of the videos, so a lot of watch time. So, therefore, because YouTube sees this, therefore, they're going to push it to more of those people that are giving that watch time. These people right here. If you're not getting results right away, make sure that you dial in on a specific audience for a little bit of time. Give it a couple weeks, give it a few videos, let YouTube figure out what it's doing. I'm already on like my 9th video or something on this channel, and I don't think it's fully dialed in yet. Now, I can get away with that. Some people can get away with that, starting a brand new channel and getting a hit on their first video. The reason why they can do that is because it's a very broad video. And you'll even see some like drop shipping lifestyle videos, and I think a lot of times some people do get lucky because we started up a new channel in the drop shipping space for one of my clients. It didn't hit initially. It just didn't. Now it's starting to take off a few videos later. So it really depends on the channel sometimes. I have had channels where like I'm just straight up stuck in 0 view jail. So if you're starting a brand new channel, don't be worried. Sometimes YouTube's just gay. But moving along, value is everything. It's over retention. It's over retention again. And it's over yapping script. So try not to yap. I'll keep everything to the point, give as much value as possible. And it's above the script too. Like I scripted 4 sentences for this video. That was it. Everything else just off the dome. I have some bullet points, so that way I'm not yapping, but I'm trying to provide as much value as possible in these videos. Value it's the thing that matters most, and that's the whole thing about being a value influencer, which is what we do on this channel. It's value influencing, and that is somebody who solves problems, somebody who simply provides value, which if you're solving problems, then you're going to do that. And then third, make content and sell a product that does just that. That's literally the value influencer model. Like, this is the most simple business model possible. It's the secret hidden in plain sight. It's a personal brand. You're making educational content to help people. That's all it is. Like, it's not, guru behavior or anything like that. It's sell info. Yeah, you can sell coaching, so you can sell service, you can sell stuff, but info is like the easiest, especially in the beginning. So that's pretty much all I have for you. So if you want to work with me, there is an accelerator and a coaching link down below in the description. Or if you want to watch my 71-minute free course and learn more about the value influencer model, watch that next right here.